Well, hey everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Greg Vegas out in California. Want to welcome you to the first Team Empower You special Inner Circle marketing training. Want to welcome all of you and commend you guys for taking that step and being part of the Inner Circle. Something for me that in my experience, what happened was when I went and got the Inner Circle, and it's so crazy. Every time I went and got the next product, my income grew tenfold. So welcome. We commend you and thanks for being here. And we've got a very, very special training for you tonight. One of my mentors, someone I've learned a lot from in the last few months here on the internet, and a guy that's just kind of, spearheading this whole thing here with the team. And he's up till 3 in the morning putting things together for us as a team so we can all do better. My good friend out in Florida, professional internet marketer, Mr. Eli Gonzalez. Eli, you there?
Hi, Greg. How's it going? Pleased to be here tonight.
Doing great. How are you, my friend?
Oh, amazing, amazing. Just it's every week it's just getting better, man. I just can't believe how nice and easy this whole business has become, and how things are coming together. It's a lot of work sometimes because we're not just doing stuff for ourselves. We're trying to share it with the team, and like you said, a lot of times you're out in the West Coast, and you're up at midnight, and here I am talking to you at 3 o'clock in the morning just to get things together. So we're both
Right.
burning the midnight oil, as they say, right?
Right, yep.
But no, it's this is a great thing that we've put together here. The team is coming together really nice. Not everybody has made it to the team side. It's amazing, all these people coming in, and I think we only got like 100, just under 120 people at the team site, and I'm hoping that more and more people get to take part of that, because it's actually a very good tool for somebody that's a newbie to get some things out of the way so that they can actually apply a lot of the things they're learning in Empower Network. Empower Network's training is, a lot of it is very advanced because they want to get you running. They don't spend a lot of time teaching you all the little things, but that's what our team is for, right? That's what we're doing this for the team.
Absolutely.
And in particular, those that are in the inner circle, I mean, I think those are the people that are actually getting it done. There's a lot of people that are getting started. They're just, so to speak, going up to the water and putting their toes in the water and seeing how it feels. And then there's the people that are part of the inner circle, and then they're actually just waiting for the next thing to do to be able to get it done, and get it done faster. And that's the group that I want to be working with. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. No, you're 100% right. And it's for the little money that the inner circle costs. I mean, it's not just that. It's all the training you get back there, but also the resale rights. But even more, it's a commitment, right? $100, measly $100 to start $1 million business. Sometimes it's just a joke, but that's why we got to do these special trainings for inner circle. And I know you're going to mention this tonight, that magical thing that happens when you kind of move up through the product. So I'll pass it back to you, Eli.
Well, yeah, no, there's a lot of things that until you're there, you don't know what you're missing. And I love the way that this whole company put everything together, because the numbers are there. You can start at the $25 level, and a $25 business can bring you hundreds of thousands of dollars every month, and it's been proven over and over again. And tons of people are making over $30,000 a month. It's just it's amazing, but it's because of that step-by-step program that they have, that you can get started for $25, and you can get the getting started training that I would call the inner circle is. It's just a lot of what's working, what's not working, how come it's not working, a lot of training that's in there, and then there's a lot of training of just keeping yourself motivated to keep on doing it, and without having something that you can listen to every single day that can reprogram you to become not just an entrepreneur, but a real internet marketer. It makes it very, very hard if you don't have those things in place, and the inner circle gives you that. Now, of course, the next steps is actually to get to that Costa Rica intensive and start thinking like a leader, and then of course the 15K formula. This training, and I'm going to mention it a little bit later on, but this training came in from the 15K formula. So It's something that we're sharing. It's something special. You know, we're not going to be doing this for everybody in the group, but we like this group. We like that they're trying to get it done, and we wanted to do something special for them. So we're going to have, you know, 3 or 4 of these special trainings in the next few weeks that hopefully everybody can keep on attending and get something out of it and see results quickly, you know, in their business, because that's what it's all about. I mean, you're doing this, and yeah, you can do it slow and, you know, build it slow, but you could also build it very quickly if you have the right tools and the right training, and that's what we're trying to give you guys. You know, and, you know, I don't want to take too much on this. I'm going to go ahead and get started. You know, this training that we're going over tonight, it was actually a technique that I learned from Justin Varangia. And I don't know if you know who Justin is, but he's one of those long-haired hippies that likes to hang out in Latin American countries, you know, like Colombia and Costa Rica. He's just one of those people that just has the cool lifestyle because they're a marketer and they operate from the internet. Their business can be anywhere in the world, and then he does it. He does it on purpose. You know, he actually goes to places that he finds interesting and hangs out there, and he can make money no matter where he's at. And that's what we're looking for. But, you know, he started out in Empower Network about a little bit over a year ago, just over a year ago, and he got started. He did everything free online. All the online marketing he did was free. And I like that because a lot of people that are coming on board right now, they might not have the money to get things going. So free is interesting, right? But not all free things are great, you know. And just because it's free doesn't mean that it's a great thing to do. But you know, when you're talking about somebody like Justin, well, you know, his original business plan was to do free stuff. And it was in a little bit, he may even mention it himself, that it's a little bit self-limiting belief that he thought that paid advertising was bad. So he did everything for free. And he got over that, you know, to the tune that he's able to make over 40 grand a month these days. So, you know, and he's in the top 35 in the company. I mean, a company with 100,000 customers, and he's in the top 35. So, you know, this technique, it's not just coming from Greg. It's not just coming from me. It's coming from people that are way above us, and we're learning just like you're learning from the top people, because that's what we like to do. You know, just like we learn from back and forth from each other. That's what this whole marketing business is about, especially when you're doing it in groups like we are. So, you know, this training is there is a training that Justin was in the Inner Circle. So if you want to know more about him and his story, go to the April 11, 2012. It was How to Make $1,500 a Day Blogging with Justin Varangia. So, you know, that's that training that you'll get there when you go to the Inner Circle and listen to that, along with the training that we got tonight, guys. This is the formula. This is the formula. You know, take it in, learn it, apply it, and then teach it to all your people that are coming on board, because this is what greases the wheels of the internet marketing world, and this is what's actually going to happen for you. So, okay, team, let's roll up our sleeves and get together here and go right into it. So, if you're new, you know, if you don't have a lot of money to spend on advertising, well, you really just found your gold mine. As a matter of fact, this is so powerful that David Wood and David Sharp had Justin share this same technique, like I mentioned to you before, and the 15K formula. I mean, this is that 15K formula. Everybody you talk to that has it, everybody that uses it, they're all saying that is literally something that they could have sold for $30,000, and it would be worth every penny. And this training that you're getting tonight is part of that training. So you can imagine. Excuse me. I left my water somewhere. You can imagine, you know, what you can do with it if you actually apply it. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe some of you guys are a little too new, and you don't know what the 15K formula is. So, the 15K formula is basically the how-to product on internet marketing and offline marketing, because it covers everything. It covers stuff, what you do to create a real business online from zero to $15,000 a month in 90 days. And they go over stuff, that's a ton of stuff online, a ton of free stuff, a ton of paid stuff, and how to scale up your business, and how to, you know, get just your team working as a team, and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it is the product that you need. If you don't have it, you know, Well, all I can do, all I can tell you is that all the leaders in the Empower Network that create 5 or 6 figures a month, they have this. They have that 15K formula. So if you don't have that product, I don't know what you're waiting for. Just get that credit card out right now, open your Empower Network back office, and buy it today. You can thank me later after you start making your money. Okay. So before we start the rest of the training, because we are talking about money and things like that, I gotta say this income disclaimer. Since we're among the. Anytime you talk about money, and this is for you too. This is a training. Make sure that you have this disclaimers and whatever you're putting out there. Anytime you're talking about money, whether it's your blog, whether it's a recording, whatever it is. But I have to say that this to all of you, just because Justin, this is his training, and many of the other people have made money with this technique and with Empower Network. This does not mean that you will, and there's no guarantee. As a matter of fact, there's even a chance that you might lose money. So here at Empower Network, however, we're very proud of how well our affiliates are doing, and you can actually take a look at our earnings disclosure, and it's actually updated every 24 hours. I mean, I was just at a website that had an earnings disclosure. The last time it was updated was like November 2011. It's crazy, and this company is actually giving it to you every 24 hours, and you can find it yourself. If you want to know more about it, go to empowernetwork.com/income empowernetwork.com/income.php. So you can get that anytime you like. That being said, many people that keep on, that get plugged in, that they're not wussies like they say, and but instead they find a way to get it done. Get their work done. They never give up. Well, what else can I say? I mean, really, because if you're here, you're already doing all these things, aren't you? You want to do what it takes to get to the top, and you're investing in yourself, not just by being part of the inner circle and paying for that and listening to those recordings, but you're actually here tonight, and you're investing your time and taking in the special training. So to sound like David Wood, quote him, you're a bunch of badasses. Really, I mean that from the most respectful way, really. And okay, so what I'm about to give you, the keys to the internet universe. Really, if you decide to take advantage of this particular strategy, well, it's like Spider-Man, Uncle Ben, what he said in that movie, with great power comes great responsibility. So you have to use it wisely. It can bring you many benefits, but if used in the wrong way, it could also bring you a lot of consequences and cause a lot of harm to your business and yourself. So even get your accounts to be shut down. So you must use it wisely. So make sure that you listen well to all the things I'm about to say right now. And the first thing I'm going to say, and you probably heard it from a lot of people before, do not do stupid things like spam. What is spam? Well, you don't want to post things that are not related to the groups or that you're going to be posting in. For example, if you're going to blog post is about baseball, well, you're not going to go to a group that's about gardening and actually put a post about baseball there, aren't you? Those people are not looking for that. They're looking for gardening. So your baseball thing is nothing to them, and it actually offends them. So don't be doing that. If your group is about personal development, well, talking about making money and, might get you kicked out of that group or worse. So you don't want to be known as a spammer. In social media, your currency is your name, and you want to be known as that person that gives a lot of advice, good advice, maybe good content. You want to be known as maybe that person that's very entertaining, maybe even funny, etc., like things like that. But you never want to become known as a spammer. And it's very important that you keep that in mind as we keep on going in this training. When you're posting in a group, make sure that you read that group's rule. They have a lot of them have a group's rule of what to do, what not to do. And make sure you follow those rules. You don't, like I said, you want to do this in an ethical way. Whenever you're doing this, you want to post, related content of value. The secret to making blogging work very, very well, and that includes using social media, it's just that. It's to create a lot of good value for the people that are going to be out there. Use this technique strategically. Don't be spammy, because if you don't only mess it up for yourself, if you're doing the things the wrong way, you're also going to mess things up for a lot of other people, and you don't want to do that. You can mess it up for the whole company, and therefore you're actually messing up the chances of your own success. So it's not going to help you. It's not going to get you any leads, because people see it. They see right through it. So just don't be doing it. Okay? Well, as far as what we're doing, when we're actually trying to put our content out there, it's a little bit like fishing. Actually, it's a lot like fishing. When you're out there and you're trying to fish, what do? You try to find where the fish are, right? You want to go where the bunch of fish might be at, and you don't just throw a bait and throw a hook out there and expect to catch something, right? No, you put the right bait on and find what that group of fish want. Well, that's what this going after these Facebook groups is like. You're actually going out there, to find the group of people. These groups are actually come together to find, a common interest. It could be, blogging, it could be gardening, it could be making money from home. Whatever those groups are, they're going to be very much talking about those subjects. So that's what you want to find out, what those subjects are. Find out how they're talking about. Sometimes you just got to join a group and read a little bit on what comments are like that, and be of use to them, by actually helping people out. And you can do that by not just writing a comment, but you can actually see that there might be questions that a lot of people are having. You can write a blog post about it and place it on there, and then you're being helpful. So when they actually get to your blog post, they like what they're reading. So before you write your blog, you got to think about who your audience is. You want to find out, think about it. Who is it? Who do you want to connect to? On a one-to-one basis, because that's how you should write your blogs. It's actually like you're talking to your best friend. So, are you talking to struggling moms? Are you looking to talk to maybe a small business owner that would love to market his own business, but he can't afford to pay somebody $1,000 a month to do it for him? Or maybe if you're looking for somebody that works from 9-to-5 job and is just tired of his job and tired of doing it, and they want to do something else, and they're looking for something. Well, who is it? You want to find out who that is. And I just noticed that I didn't go through any of these slides, so I'm going to just go right through them real quick. And this is what we're going to be doing today, the Facebook groups. When you're doing all these things, once you identify the person that you're looking for, you're actually going to talk to them. Talk to them, and story mode is what if you're part of the 15K formula, you'd really know that that we're taught to write and talk and present everything in story mode. And it's because people, like stories. They don't, you talk about things very definitely, definite, very much point one, point two, point three, or, very generic. People, tend to nod off, But if you make it into a story and it's an interesting story, they tend to want to read that more, and that's what you want to be doing. But obviously, you're going to have stories that are related to where you're talking about. Well, but as long as you do that, as long as you're actually doing that, it's the simplest, easiest thing you'll ever do online. I mean, literally, if your stories are relatable to those people, well, you're going to attract those people, and they're going to read your post, and then some of them will join you in your business. It's basically the law of attraction at its very best. And if you do this correctly, you can literally have 200, 300 very, very targeted prospects coming to your blog every day. And that's because they're so targeted like that, because you're going to groups that's what they like to talk about. You could actually, out of that traffic that you're getting, you can get 10 to 30 leads a day. And this is extremely powerful, because these are so targeted that because they came to your blog because they wanted to. It wasn't because like you send them to a sales page, because you put out, a little snippet, hey, make money here, and they go to a lead capture page. No, they came here looking for your advice, your help, and that's a whole different mindset. And when you're actually helping somebody, you become the expert. When somebody comes and reads something that you created, it's like, anybody that writes a book. I mean, somebody writes a book about, I don't know, how to how to change a tire, how to maintain your car, and you read a book about it. You expect the person that you're reading about or wrote the thing, is an expert at doing just that, maybe an expert mechanic. So, that's the main part for all this stuff that you're doing right now. When you are doing this, those 10 to 30 leads can lead to 1 to 2 sales a day, because it's such a targeted market that you're talking to. So, what are we taught here in Empower Network? What does it take to make success in Empower Network? Isn't it, 1 or 2, well, we want 2 sales a day, don't we? So 2 sales a day every day. And this actually gives you the power to do that. So let's go ahead and go and see some of these Facebooks. Before I do that, I put this slide on here because I wanted to go over some Facebook etiquette with you. And then I'm going to go over it again a little bit later on. But I printed out this sheet of paper that goes over, 5 marketing secrets on Facebook. And I'm going to read it to you so that you get the idea. If you're planning to market on Facebook, it's important that you create an attractive and compelling profile page. So, when you talk about yourself and things like that on the about part of your page, you want to make sure that you have something that attracts people and not very dry, I work at this place and I hate it. You don't do that, but you actually, talk in an upbeat manner. And if you want to put it out there, I can show you some of the stuff that I wrote for mine, but you can look at it later and look it up. But basically, it's your story, so you want to create something that they're actually going to be attracted to, and also at the same time be upbeat about. And you're going to create different things, and I'm not going to get into all this whole training because this actually goes into creating other things. But your profile page is going to be important because some of those people that see that, they might click on your link on Facebook and take you back to your page, and you want, the stuff that's on there. Obviously, you don't want to be writing negative things on your Facebook wall. You want to be upbeat and be helpful to whatever you're doing. The marketing secret number 2 is, when you're building relationships on Facebook, you look for things that you have in common with the other people in the community. You want to view their profiles. If you go into a group, you want, like I mentioned to you, you read what they're writing about, you read their rules, and you abide by them. But then when you're doing this, you're not doing this just to do it. You're doing this because it's going to make you money. So knowing what these people are about, you're going to be able to ask the right questions, show interest in what they have to say. And, in the long run, you're going to be able to get their trust. And that's what you want, that you want to create those relationships so that they could actually feel comfortable doing business with you. So, the other part is secret number 3 here. If you're in network marketing, this is the most important one, and I'll show you something that somebody did to my page, and I'll show you what happens. But basically, when you join, you want to join as many fan pages as you can, as many online groups as you can that have to do with MLM, network marketing, affiliate marketing. Make money online groups. You want to join work from home groups. These are basically like forums that you are going to want to be able to market on a regular basis. But marketing in social media is not like what a lot of people do, and it's actually detrimental to their business. Don't pitch your business in the front end. You just don't do it. You go and put stuff on your page and pitch. It's not even great. But if you go to somebody else's house, somebody else's group, you're going to somebody else's house. You don't go there and say, hey, what you have is not that great. Why don't you look at this? You don't do that. Same thing on Facebook. You're not going to go to somebody else's group and say, hey, you want to make some money now, and then you put your link. That's just not attractive. It's not creating anything for you, and it's looked at as spam. So don't do that. Don't do that. Secret number 4 is what we've been talking about all along. Provide value to the community. No, if you add value to somebody else's life, they're going to join you. That's what it's all about. Providing your value will create die-hard Facebook followers, to the point that you could actually be a David Wood. It's almost like a celebrity status that you will actually get in the long run. But David Wood didn't get that by spamming people's pages and putting his links on there. No, he did it by providing a lot of, and I'm telling you, as somebody that followed him for many years before I joined anything that he had, he was providing a lot of content and a lot of help for a lot of people out there, and that's what you want to be. And secret number 5, and it goes hand in hand with the training tonight, you have to take massive action. You have to take consistent daily action. Do this every single day, and then just don't do it for 2-3 days or a week and give up. This is something that you have to do every single day and stay consistent for at least 90 days. So stay consistent with you guys, with me, guys. Okay, let me take you over to Facebook over here. I'm gonna come back over here, and what you're gonna do, and you can see it. I'm already on a Facebook page here. Actually, let me go back to my page here. Or let me show you something before we go on. This is my page here, and we were just in Disney 2 weekends ago or something like that. And hold on, oops, I did not mean to do that. Right here, there's this Pete Tumas, and I'm not sure if he's actually part of our team or not. I didn't take a look at it, but see, he took something that I put out on the internet, which was kind of cool, but he's using it to bring sales to through his own website right here. And now he did it a little bit better than most. Most people actually put a live link here, and he didn't do that. But he's on my page writing about his business, and that's not something you do. This is considered spam, and I can actually spam him. I actually don't know if he's on our team, and a lot of people just don't know. So I'm just going to hide it from my timeline. Let me see. Maybe I'll just do that and be out of the way. But most of the time, I would actually report it as spam and get it out of my way. Don't do that on other people's pages, especially. You want to welcome them, you want to say hi to them. You can do that kind of stuff, create relationships, but don't spam them and put links to your stuff on people's pages. Everybody makes fun of me because I put a lot of the food that I eat on my Facebook. But basically, you're gonna come up to your page and go to your home, and on your home tab, you're going to have all the different pages and the groups and apps that you have. And this is where you're going to find your groups, and you can actually see, the different groups that you belong to. And one of the things that you'll find out pretty quick, especially if you want to take things to the limit. And a lot of people, don't do that, but I like to take things to the limit as much as I can. Oh, it looks like I'm not showing my screen. I got to see what's going on. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Greg just... oh, you're kidding. All this time you guys haven't seen my screen, have you? There was quite a few. Okay. Greg, thank you very much for letting me know. Hopefully...
You can see it now.
You can see it now. Good. So you haven't been seeing any of that. Well, it didn't matter. I mean, all you were doing is looking at a couple of slides and what have you. But now we're back on Facebook, and I'm going to show you again. You're going to go to your Facebook page. And let me close this off here a second. And you're going to, from here, what's going on with my, okay. There we go. You're going to hit the home button at the very top of the page. And that's going to take you, basically, you're going to see you're scrolling. Isn't it Facebook awesome? This is Mrs. Wanaka. She was my 11th grade English teacher. She's just an amazing woman, and it's almost funny how we met again on Facebook. But that aside, this other area right here, you're actually going to see where you can actually go down to groups, and you can, by the way, I don't know if you guys know, we have a group here. It's Team ImpowerU. I haven't been using it because we have our site. So in the future, we might use it. For right now, I'm not worried about it because we have our team site, and we're communicating communicating with each other over there. So that's what that's about. But as far as, there's all kinds of different places you can go, and each one of these groups has a lot of people. Sometimes they're as little as this one, 350 members in this group. This is another one that I might not sure what it's about, but this is 777,693 groups. You could actually get to a lot of people, especially with 300 groups. You can actually get into the millions of people if you choose the right groups, and you're going to be able to get in front of a lot of people's faces by doing this. And let's see, I just wanted to look at my notes here and some of the things that I wanted to go over. You don't have to join 300 groups if you don't want to. If you want to get started with just 50 groups or 100 groups, that's fine. A lot of people don't go all out. But like we said, take massive action. If you can do 300 groups, go ahead and do it. And, by the way, Facebook doesn't really want for you to join groups exactly. They want you to be invited into groups. But and I'm not going to get into exactly how to join them or anything like that tonight. But just be a little clever. Be resourceful, just like I was. And you can figure it out. Just at Google and find out what you're looking for. Literally type in Google what you're looking for, and you can find all kinds of things like that. Literally, I do that every single day, and and I find my answers. So if you want to be able to find how to join a lot of groups in Facebook, do your little research. You'll be able to find it. But basically, if you're going to be joining a lot of groups, let me show you here. I'm going to take one of Ray Higdon. He's actually a neighbor of mine's down here in Florida. With 1,127 members, not everybody's going to be actually writing stuff on the blog. Maybe 10% of the people at any given one will actually write stuff on it. But what you'll find is that a lot of people that are not, writing stuff on these groups and not sharing anything, they're there, to listen to and see, different things that they can get help with. So if you're able to help, you're going to find a lot of those members that are actually going to be clicking on your stuff. But because there is so many people that do post, if you go over here to notifications, I'm going to show you something that you might want to do. Unless you want to get hundreds, if not thousands of emails every day, you want to click on notifications and either turn it to friends post if you want to look for that, or just turn it off altogether. I would suggest probably turning it off altogether, because once you get into so many people, you might want to make sure that it's just not convenient to be able to go through so many emails every day. Let's see. Anyway, the kind of traffic that you get, from social media, from YouTube, from Facebook, from LinkedIn, and other social media sites is so targeted that it's just amazing. And this is the kind of people that you want to be going to your blog. But when you try to join these groups, some of them are very quickly, they go through it and let people in very quickly. But a lot of times, sometimes they take 2 to 3 weeks before they actually let you in, if they let you in at all. So, you can imagine it might take a little bit of time to get to that 300 group, but let's say, you try to join 100 groups, in a day or two. It might take, 24 hours to get maybe 20 of them, but then the rest of them, it might take a few weeks. So don't be surprised if that happens to you. When you're posting anything on any social media, use the social media bar. I don't know if you guys seen that. Not everybody knows about it. This is actually made by Crest Record, which is part of one of the leaders here on Empower Network. And what you do is actually you take your blog post. That's good. I had Justin Varangia's blog post here. But you see, what you're going to do is take this link right here, right-click, copy, and take it over to your social media bar. And you're actually going to put it on the destination URL. So that's where people are going to go when they get this link. But you're going to put a little slug on this link. And what you're going to do is make it something that's readable, something that has to do with what you have. This is it's actually Justin talking about making, helping 30 people make $30,000 this next year. You can write something like that. 30 people, and basically whatever you're going to do on here, you write it on there. Something that has to do with it. Then the page title, the same thing. A lot of times you can use something similar. Page description, just a little bit more describing what your page is going to be about. And the image. A lot of people don't know how to do the image. It's actually very simple, and it's one of those things that you can go to Google and figure it out. But a lot of times having a very nice image along with your post in Facebook makes a huge, huge difference whether people are going to actually click on it or not. If it's something to do and very attractive and something to do with what you're talking about, well, people are going to be attracted to it, and maybe they'll click on the link to go see what's more about it. That's why that image thing is right there. And I'm going to show you very quickly. I mean, there is laws about using other people's images and things like that, but there's a lot of images online that are not copyrighted. So you can do as little as go to Google, and say that you're doing something to do about teams, on your blog post. Well, you can go to Google and check out images, and check out the different things. And some of these, like you see the tag and having a watermark and stuff like that, that those are going to be registered or or somehow restricted from being used, but other ones might not be. I'm not an attorney, and I don't know anything about the legalities of any of this. You guys can figure it for yourself, but whether you should be using it or not, something in Forbes.com, for example, might not be the best thing to copy. But you can go to any one of these, and all you're doing is you can go to View Original Image, and once you have it, you right-click, and you can copy the image or save the image. But actually, all you're going to do for the social media bar is just copy that image URL, and then you go back to the social media bar, and you right-click and paste. And that actually will use that image on your Facebook page that links back to wherever you got it from. It could be that simple, but like I said, you guys are going to have to make that decision yourself where you get your image from. You could have it from your own website. You can upload it. Something as simple as if you do have a picture, you can actually, let me show you one more thing where you can do pictures with Empower Network. Here we go. I'm just going to log in real quick. Go to blog. Let me close that off. And you can go to a post. Oh, and actually, let me show you. There might be media. Okay, this is an easier way. Just go to your media and add new media, and you can actually select files and say I want my Hawaii picture or my picture with my truck right here. You double click on it, and it automatically brings it into your blog, and it's there. So you can actually hit edit here after you upload it, and you're going to have your file URL right here. So if you have a picture that you want to share that has something to do with it, you could also just upload it to your blog, and then you're going to have your URL right here. You're going to right click, copy, and that's the URL that your picture is at. And actually, if you go to an open page here and paste it, you'll see that that's the URL and that's the picture. You see, that's a simple way to do it. And just upload it to your blog through your media file, and it'll be part of your blog. So all you have to do is take that link, go back to social media bar, and then, like I said, you can paste it, and it'll show that picture on your Facebook. And that's it. That's very simple. It's gonna, after you actually do that, you're gonna create a link. It's gonna give you a link, and you're gonna take that link, and there's one more step. Normally, you can just paste it over there, but we want to be more strategic. We want to find out what's working, what's not. So, in marketing overall, whether it's internet marketing, offline marketing, it doesn't matter. You want to track everything. You want to track everything, and you want to be able to see if it's working or not. And that's what come you track it. So the simple way to track this is that once you get this link from Social Media Bar, you can come over to Bitly. And Bitly, it's one of those programs that you can actually create a short version of a very long. If you're gonna have a very long URL like this right here, like this one's on my account, Google, really long. But if, as you can see, Bitly made it into bit.ly.com /144 PJAB. Very simple. After you put it on there, you're going to copy it. And there's different ways that you can do this. There's actually a way that you can actually create it and put maybe some of the keywords or something that makes sense to the user so that they know what they're clicking on, what it has to do with with your story. Anyway, this is stuff that you can actually get a little bit of training online, and people can let you know with a video exactly how to use it. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing this, but basically you're going to go and then take you step by step again. You're going to create a post. You're going to put it on your post, just like this one is. You're going to take that URL from your post, and you're going to highlight it, copy it, take it to Social Media Bar, put it on the destination URL. You're going to put a little URL slug, 30 people to make 30,000. That's what that blog post is about. Somebody's going to put that on there. 30,000. Okay, and then actually, what you're going to do with this is actually put little tabs between the letters. Because it is a URL, you don't want to leave any empty spots. So you're just going to put a little tab. So 30-people-2, just like that. And and then the title page, that you can be the same thing. You can actually just as easily as going back to the blog and copying this right here, your tag or your title. You do that, copy, take it back to Social Media Bar, paste it there, paste it there. And like I showed you how to get the image, you could either get one from Google or upload one to your blog, and then put the link right here. And then you say create link. And you're going to take the link that's created from here. There was an unexpected images on that domain are blocked. Use a different one. Okay, so that told you right there that we can't use the Empower Network one. Oh, and I forgot about that. That's part of why we're using the Social Media Bar. We don't want to use anything to do with the Empower Network. So that idea of using the image from your blog is not going to work for using the Empower Network image. So forget that idea. I'm sorry. I do have other blogs that I use, and I can actually do that. What the easiest way is for you to do is just to go ahead and like I mentioned, find something online that you could use. Copy the image URL, go back to your Social Media Bar. And I'm sorry that I forgot about that little thing. Hopefully I'm not creating any confusion for you guys out there. But you're going to put the image bar there. You're going to create the link. Once all of that's done, this is going to give you a link. And you can right there, and you can actually copy it and go to Bitly, and you're going to paste your thing in Bitly here. Paste. And Bitly's going to give you this, and you're going to copy it, and you're going to go over to Facebook, and you're going to go to you see, friendly when you spam, you get banned. No questions. Let's go to our group. That way, I don't even know what this is, what he wrote on here. So I'm just going to go down to my group. And if you're going to do this with a lot of groups, the simplest thing is to actually come down to your groups page and say, look at all your groups and go to each one and right-click and open in a new tab. Go down it, and open in a new tab, open in a new tab. And all you're going to do is go to each group and just copy and paste. but before you do that, one more thing. I like to use Word or something like that and create a little, let's call it a little ad for your blog post, okay? So we're going to, that's the bit.ly that I just got from bit.ly. And all you're going to do is actually write a little something about that blog post. And I wish I would have chosen one of my blog posts, but now I'm stuck with his, so I'm going to go and do something like this. I'll help 30 people. You can do it as simple as that, as copying your title for your blog. And I'm sorry, let's go back to Facebook over here and go back to over here. And you're just going to go ahead and say something like that. I'll help 30 people to make $30,000 a month in 2013. You can be one of them, dot, and then leave that. So, you can, the neat thing about this is that there's no right or wrong. You can test different things out, and you'll find out what starts to work for you because you have that bit.ly. So you're going to take that whole thing, you're going to copy it, and then you're going to go to Facebook. And like I said, I'm going to go to our actual group, so I don't have to worry about spam or anything like that, because I want to know. I don't even know what he has written on there. But when you know your post, you know what you wrote about, so you're going to write something that is to that particular group. So if you know the groups that you're joining and you know what they're about, you're going to be able to be very precise on what you're saying, so that they're going to want to click on it. But all you have to do after you do that is actually come to the, write a post, you right-click, paste, and that has that already on there. And you remember that I had that picture? Well, check it out. The picture goes in right there. So it'll have a picture. I'll help 30 people make $30,000 in a month. It has a social media bar, and that's it. And you post. So as you can see, this will actually take people back to his post, but hopefully it will be your post that you're using, and they'll be able to read on here. And there's and one of the things he does that you might be able to take advantage. I like to learn from the people that are making it happen. So as you can see here, same thing with Chris Record. He has a lot of good stuff to learn by going to his blog. He has a video. That tells you something. Why would somebody that's making $40,000 a month be using a video if it's not working? That tells you something. Using pictures in your blog posts that are related to what you write and where you're talking about. Having a lot of call to actions. Like this one right out underneath this the video that he's talking about his mindset for 2013, which is back in December that he wrote this. Yes, Justin, I'm ready to join, and it has a link right to his join page with Empower Network. Or no, Justin, I need to get my questions answered before I get started, and that takes him to a FAQ, frequently asked questions page that he created. All of that stuff is stuff that gets you ideas of what you should be doing. Here, his post is not this big old long thing to read, with a bunch of stuff. You can see they're very short lines, very much when you read it, it sounds like he's talking to you. This is another thing that he does a lot. You can see here that within our team ImpowerU, we do a lot of hangouts, and it's because we like to give a lot of good stuff out there for our team. But also you create these hangouts because you can actually, once you start getting a list of people, because they're going to your blog and they're signing up, and then you have a list, you can actually, one of the things you can do, and you should be doing once a week with those people, is actually emailing them saying, hey, we're going to have a hangout with some of the top leaders, and you get together with some of the leaders within Empower Network, which is another reason to go to these events that we have, because you're going to get to meet a lot of different people and be able to do these hangouts with all kinds of, and all of us working together is what works, and everybody sharing their story. There's how many people are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in one hangout. Well, guess what? His story might relate to you, or it might not. Maybe it's this guy, or maybe it's Justin's. that's the neat thing about having these hangouts, because you share your story, and and everybody can actually use the hangout as a way to attract people. But as a group, as a team, you're telling different stories of yourselves and actually get more results out of the same efforts. Anyway, that's one of the reasons why we do hangouts and such. But a lot of pictures, just really cool stuff, and take a look at things like this to get an idea of what a blog post should be like. And then he has, in this particular one, has a call to action to his team, the different things to do, like be on the Empower Hour, and the different things that they can be using to promote their business, which is a lot of stuff that we do in our own team team website. He's doing it on his blog post. So there's like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do this stuff. You actually just come up with ideas, and you get to you'll be able to get them to try different things to see what's working. That's the main thing about it. As far as what you do after this is, you're gonna get all these stats from Bitly. I'm just gonna close this off because I already shared it. And if you're sending this thing out there and you can see it right here, and you'll see whether people get clicks on it and stuff like that. I just put it on I think we got 6 people on our particular group right now, and it's just everybody that's on the call, so that nobody's going to be clicking on it. But you would see the clicks on here. Now, if you send it out to 300 of these groups, and you might be getting somewhere in 400, 500 clicks because so many people are seeing it. That's all you need. Literally, that's all you need with social marketing. When you're doing social marketing, it doesn't take that many clicks or that many people to go to your site to get 10 to 30 leads. And if you're doing 30 leads every day from social media, you're getting that 2 sales a day pretty constantly. And that's what you want to get to, 2 sales a day. So, again, you're going to create a blog post. You're going to put it on your blog. You're going to take the link from your blog, go over to social media bar, create your special link with your picture and everything on it, take it to Bitly, and then you'll be able to track. Maybe if you don't get any clicks, and you put it on 150 of the groups and you're not getting any clicks, well, maybe you got to think about it, because maybe your sales copy sucks. Whatever you're saying in that little ad that we put on Facebook, remember that I mentioned to you, whatever you said here, I'll help 30 people. If nobody's clicking on that, then you're not talking their language. You're not attracting anybody to it. So next time you talk a little differently, and that's where the learning process comes in. But that's part of what we do as marketers. That's what we do. We test, we do stuff, we test it. If it works, then we do more of it. If it doesn't work, then we change it, and we do, and we learn. And that's all part of the game. What about if you are getting clicks, but you're not getting any leads or any sales? Well, if you're not getting any leads, most likely and they are clicking because they're going to your page, because you go to Bitly and you find out, hey, people are clicking. I got 100 clicks, but I didn't get any leads. Well, maybe what you're saying on your blog post is not resonating with your readers. So you gotta tweak it and say things in a little bit different way. Maybe that'll help you. But this is part of all the learning process. That's why you can't do it in 3, 4, 5 days. But in 90 days, if you're doing this every day, you become almost an expert. As far as you're getting clicks, what about if you are, well, obviously the best part would be that you're actually getting clicks, and you're actually getting signups and getting leads. That's the ultimate thing. That's why this works so well. So this strategy is by far the best one you're going to find out there on the free world as far as free marketing. There is other places you can use it at. You can use this in very similar things in YouTube and LinkedIn. But Facebook, the nice thing about it is that you have so many groups that you could join and literally be in front of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people every single day. That is huge. People pay a lot of money to be able to do similar things on the pay-for type advertising, and you're getting it for free here. So make sure you use it. Join as many people as you can. Use Bitly and use social media bar. Those three things will get you the world. As far as what's wrong with a lot of people that are joining the team or even Empower Network, when they first get started, they're doing a lot of blogging, but they're not announcing. Remember what we have? Well, here we go, right here. This is our team motto. Bam, bam, right? Bam. Blog, announce, and make money. So a lot of people are right now are out there and they're blogging their hearts away, but nobody knows anything about it. That's what this is all about. This is about announcing that you made a post, that you created something that can help them, can actually create something that is actually going to, save them time, save them money, all kinds of stuff that you can actually talk about. But in the long run, you're going to be helping them. So, this stuff works, it just plain works. I mean, there's no reason why Justin Varangia, Crest Record, Rob 4, top leaders in our company are doing the freebie stuff, this kind of freebie stuff, and they're making it work. So, go at it. Start using all this stuff that you learned tonight. Get to about 30 to 50 leads a day doing this kind of stuff, and just commit to doing it. Commit to doing it for the next 90 days minimum. That's your minimum. Just do it every day, and you'll just get good at it. Go check out other people's pages and other people's blogs, and learn from them. See what they're doing. See what they're talking about. See what they're talking about in those groups that you're talking to, and that's it. I mean, it's very simple. It's very easy to make money online. It's just learning, what people are talking about, and it's actually what's going to actually bring you back the leads and the sales that you're looking for in the long run. Greg, I sort of been long-winded here and talking. I'm just glad that I was able to put this out there. We're going to have more trainings that go into other kind of ways to attract people to your blog in the next few days. But I really think that we started out with one of the best things that any one of us can do, and it's something that's strong. It's not a weak form of marketing, and this is actually very, very strong.
No, absolutely, Eli, and a lot of the stuff here that you went, we both got a message from Dave Wood just now.
Oh yeah, I just heard it.
I'm sure everybody on the webinar right now that's subscribed to that just got that message too.
Hopefully they're all subscribed to that.
I know. So a lot of the stuff that you said here is really go out and figure it out, right? And that's what Dave Wood talks about. He goes and he figures it out. And he says, listen, for the people here, a lot of people figure it out. So, be intuitive and go out there and find ways to market and find ways to announce. And that's, congratulations, you just earned a commission. I love that. Whenever I talk in a webinar, I get one. That's crazy. Do these every hour. I swear. Just go out there and do it. Figure it out. Hustle. I was talking to someone today, and she's like, telling me her circumstance. I said, listen, just hustle, go out there and do it, and you'll get it done. And find out what other people are doing. That's all I did. And when I looked at this thing, I said, if these people are making this type of money, I'm going to figure this thing out. And I mastered the mundane. And I studied. I looked at other people's sites. I looked at other people's blogs. I went to Justin Varangia's Facebook. I followed him. I went to Chris Record's Facebook. I followed him. I follow Dave Wood. I follow Dave Sharp. I follow Lawrence Tam. I follow Tony Rush, Shakir. I get all their emails every day. I'm on all their lists. And the reason they're on their list is because I'm going to duplicate exactly what they're doing. So, you know, Eli, it's all put together, and appreciate this, and I'll throw it back to you, my friend.
Well, I just, you know, want to take a couple of seconds here and answer some of the questions that I got. Like Linda here had a question because I wish I could make this bigger. I'm trying to see what I can do. It makes it hard for me to read. Let me see if I can start from the top. It says, my personal Facebook page, I am the Rami. Sometimes that might not be something to be shared with the Ian world. Should I use my Sanguine's view of life page to follow groups, or clean up my act in my personal page? That's a good question, Linda. As far as you know, you're starting somewhere, and you know, you got to be you. But yeah, I would clean up my act on your page, and stop, you know, doing. I would not talk about negative things. You know, people are actually, most of the people on Facebook are looking to be uplifted, and that's not just me speaking. It's actually as far as the actual testing that has been done by multi-million-dollar companies, you know, that's one of the things that people don't like to talk about on Facebook. But being that that's in your past, you can actually start having positive thoughts, sharing positive things that are happening to you in your life today, and actually put it out there, like, just like you made that video. Put it out there what you expect to do with your life from now on. And you know, if you have friends that are negative and things like that are bringing things to you all the time that are negative, maybe you need to tell them to, you know, not to put them on your Facebook page. I definitely guard my Facebook personal page. I don't like people putting stuff on there. I just had one of my best friends put something on there, and I consider it almost spam, because I want that page to reflect who I am. And you know, sometimes your friends can actually even spam your page and put something that are negative and actually detrimental to your business. So, and that's how I use my. I mean, I do have friends. Don't take me wrong. I do have friends in my page, but I use Facebook really for business. I use my personal page for basically. So people can see the lifestyle that I have. You know, it's basically social proof, and basically that's what I use that page for. Now I do have my fan page, which I use more for business, and that one is definitely, you know, all about business, maybe a little bit of self-motivation, you know, here and there, but more about marketing and helping people out with the marketing. And then of course we're starting some new groups here that have to do with marketing. So, you know, those are the three types of pages that I use. You don't have to have all those right away, but definitely on your personal page, you know, fix that up a little bit and change your profile to be something positive. And you know, and let me go to mine. I haven't even looked at mine in forever. The about page. You know, this talks about me, and you know, and I left it very, if I remember right, you know, very short and very you know, sweet. But you know, I'm a husband, a father, a friend, an entrepreneur that loves to travel, ready to have the best years of my life. You know, you can write whatever you like on here, but try to keep it upbeat. You know, as far as you know, have your websites. You know, then this newempowernetwork.com is the URL that I have. That actually, if I click on it, it takes you back over to my Empower Network blog. You know, and you want to have some of that stuff on there. And this is old. Actually, it's my fault. I haven't cleaned this up in a while, and I should. I have my Skype. So people, if they want to be able to Skype me, they can. As far as you know, email me through Facebook, of course, and then my Facebook page, which is this normal one, and then I also have right here Facebook Eli fan page, which is actually my fan page. You know, and I got whatever 1,239 people that have liked me so far. All this stuff works together, and as you learn more and more, you'll be able to work together. But the main part that you want for these groups, you don't join these groups through your business page. You do it through your personal page. So you want to make sure that, whatever's here is congruent with a picture that you want other people to see, okay? Once you do that and you start, putting positive things down here about your life, I mean, and it's not all business. Like you see right now, I just put in this stupid video because I thought it was the funniest thing in the world when I started watching it today, and I don't know. I liked it. So hold on a second because I can't seem to close it. There we go. I went out to eat some Japanese the other night with my wife, and I put pictures of that. I find things like this that are uplifting. Knowing it all completely is irrelevant if you're not doing it. That's exactly what we're talking about tonight. If you're learning all this stuff, make sure you apply it. Different places I go. This is just people to get to know who I am. But I can also use this and put more stuff about my business here, and there's no reason why not to. You just don't do it in a spammy way. You do it in a way that you're actually trying to help people. Let me see. There was another question here. Very quickly, let me see. I got to go back to Nisi. Let me see. She has a question here. What was the blog that we are supposed to look at? I think you said April. Not sure what and I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to when people put their hands up and things like that. Hopefully I went over it again. If you have a different way to ask that question, Nisi, I will be glad to answer it. I'm going to put everybody's hands down. If you want to put your hands up again and you have a question, go ahead and mark it on there. Let's see. I think no. John had a question. Let me see what John had. John Curtis. What happened? Can you look at John's question because I can't seem to make it come out again.
I can't see any questions, Eli.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why it's not letting me do that. So let me see if I can. I can see that they have questions, but I can't see. Tell you what, Catalina, I'm gonna unmute you. If you can actually just go ahead and ask your question because I can't read it. Is that okay? Okay, I'm going to put everybody's hands down. If you have a question and you have a mic that I can actually unmute you and ask, go ahead and do so right now. Put your hands up and I'll unmute you. For some reason, the system is not letting me see the questions. Okay, I don't see any questions anymore. Anybody's hands up? Oh, there you go, Catalina. I'm gonna go ahead and unmute you now. Let me and you can ask me that question. How are you, Catalina? Okay? Yes, I can hear you just fine. Greg, can you hear her?
Can you hear me?
I can hear her. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Catalina.
Oh, cool. Thanks. Sorry, guys. I jumped on really late. I'm in Australia, in Perth.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm not sure how much. Yeah. Hi.
Hi. It's great to hear all these people coming, to the team from all over the place.
Yeah. Well,
what time of the day is it over there? It's tomorrow, actually, for us.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock on Thursday.
10 o'clock in the morning? Wow.
In the morning.
Yeah. That's amazing. Awesome. You had a question because you came in late. Maybe I can go over it really quick.
Yeah. I just wanted to know if there's going to be a replay.
I am going to set something up, and it's going to be in a site that I created specifically for the people in the inner circle, because I don't want to put it on available to just everybody. I want to treat you guys special. Anybody that is actually in the inner circle is going to be a special group for us. And literally, that's what we want. We want people that are actually trying to get it done and not everybody's trying to do it, and I don't think that somebody that's not going all out should have access, and actually they're not going to be able to get much more out of this. So yes, the answer to the question is yes, we will have it. I'll got to put, after this is all done, I'll have to upload it somewhere, and then, but it might not be available for a couple of days after everything's said and done.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Anybody else that might have a question? Go ahead and put your hands up, and I can put you on. Okay, I think that was it. I mean, I know that some of you guys had questions. Maybe you could, I'm going to try one more time. I don't know why this stopped showing me the questions. There we go. Tell you what. I have Deanna here. It says, that was a blog. Let's see, John. TYVM. I said, thank you very much. Okay. You're very welcome, John. Let's see. Linda, we read. Nisi, what was the blog that we were supposed to look at? I think you said, oh, I think that you're talking about this one right here, the one that's in the background, Justin Varangius. I was just showing you his, just to show you what a blog post might look like, and how to use the social media bar along with the Bitly. Nothing big. It's everybody's going to have a different way of doing the blog. Like I said, there's nothing right or wrong about it. I think that was all the questions we had, Greg. I just want to thank everybody for taking their time to go over this stuff. Like I said, we are going to have more trainings like this. Don't take for granted that that we are talking about technology here, and if we're going to try to make this available so you can go over it more times, but don't take for granted that not to be at these events, because it might not take, and if there's something wrong with the recording, if you weren't here, you didn't get it, and I'm going to try to do everything I can, especially for those people that are we literally have, how many countries do you think we have, Greg, represented on our team already?
Oh man, there are probably 40, 50 countries.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
And I know
real
that.
Quick.
Yes.
What I was going to throw in here, I thought about doing this, and I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to make everybody an offer here. I have a training, a Facebook training that I recruited previous to Empower Network. Obviously, it's helped me with Empower Network. I've recruited hundreds of people with this simple Facebook training that I paid, I think it was like $1,000 about a year ago.
I love it.
And it was actually done, I won't use their name, but it was done by two people that made $300,000 not even participating in Empower Network. So here's what my offer is. What I'm going to do is for anybody, and you let me know what you think. Oh, is that a spider on you? You're crazy.
Oh, I know. That was my trip to Puerto Vallarta, in Mexico. The guy had a tarantula, and yeah, this is a good one. I didn't want to put my other one. I had to put it in my face too. My wife could barely take the picture.
Oh, terrible.
It was awesome. It was right after zip lining.
That's crazy. Here's what I'm going to do. For anybody that goes in and gets the Costa Rica intensive, what I'm going to do, if you do that within 24 hours, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you that Facebook training. I mean, this training is something that's helped me recruit hundreds and hundreds of people. It's going to show you how to go over the stuff that you went through today of how to make your Facebook page. Like a simple thing that I learned is that make sure on your profile picture your face is there. Your views and the way people see you go through the roof. And after I did these things, people started asking me what I was doing, and it's just crazy how you start to attract people. The second thing it also did was it gave me all the scripts, keyword, all the scripts of what to message people that are currently your Facebook friends, that you're just adding as a friend, and people that you want to message that are in another business or whatever they do, and you'd be amazed what happens if you send these messages to people. Guarantee you send 20 of these messages to people, you'll have 18 messages the next day saying, what do you do? I really want to know what you're doing. And if you follow this training and go through it, you'll have people begging you at some point or another saying, Eli, listen, what the heck do you do? It's so funny because they contacted me to pitch me on their health shake or something, and now it's totally turned around. See, they don't know the etiquette of how to market on Facebook, and they just threw a link at me. And now it's already switched around where they're all of a sudden begging me to find out what they're doing, and now eventually I'm going to get them in. I mean, there was one company, Eli, where it was $1,000 buy-in, and I was using this, it was right before Empower, and we were making weenie-ass commissions there, believe me. And I swear this lady contacts me on Facebook because of the way I set up my Facebook page and whatnot, and the next morning, I've never met this lady in my life, she comes in at $1,000, right? And I made a weenie $50 commission. But yeah, what I'll do is I will send that to anybody that gets into the Costa Rica. Just go ahead and log in there, click Costa Rica, get your Costa Rica intensive, go through the training, let us know who you are, and we'll get that training out to you. How does that sound, Eli?
Oh, that is amazing to me. That Costa Rica, it's like we were talking about the the 15K formula before, and how it's worth 30,000. That Costa Rica is worth a lot more than what they have it on there. As a matter of fact, the people that went to that training had to fly to Costa Rica and pay $3,500 for it. And all I can say is wow, because I mean that alone is worth spending $500 for. But for you to be able to give them a training like that, that's why we like what I like about our team. We like to share. For those that are trying to get it done, we like to share with them and to get it done faster. And that's what you're doing with that. And I'm going to have to buy again all over again to get your training from you. Oh man, that's amazing. I love it. And you always come up with these things, to help people out, and I really appreciate that about you, Greg. I didn't even know you were going to do that tonight.
Hey man, you gotta, it's leadership, right? You help people get what they want, you'll get what you want. So, I believe true abundance comes from giving back. And hey, if we can get everybody on the team here making sales and earning commissions, I mean, just imagine what our team is going to look like.
Yeah, no, and that's I understand where you're coming from, and but at the same time, I hope that the people on this call on this training tonight understand what that's all about. Because I mean, there is some training actually in the 15K that goes over things like that, and you're actually giving it away if they're just getting into the Costa Rica intensive. That's great. Another great thing about our team. Guys, make sure that definitely take Greg up on his offer. I mean, you're not going to get offers like that very often. $1,000 training just as a bonus, and the kind of training you're going to get in there, it's just going to blow your mind. Because if you're doing this for real, you're doing this to become a leader. You're going to need that intensive training from Costa Rica, and as much as you're getting out of the inner circle, and as much as we're going to be giving you as part of the inner circle within Team ImpowerU, that next training, that next thing up, it's what you need. It's what's going to take you to the next level, because everything builds up on the other. That's the neat thing about this. I told you, that's what I like about these, the way that all of this training was put together, and all of it together is what's going to get you to that, to that $30,000 a month and higher. And that's the next stepping stone, to be able to get to that. And that's great. I can't say anything else, Greg. That's just amazing that you actually offer that.
Hey, whatever we can do to help the team here, and I'll tell you something. When I first heard that training, and they were selling it for $1,000, it was like, get me that right now. I went through it, and the stuff I learned there separated me from the 99%. It was just crazy.
Well, I know some of the stuff you were just talking about, and I can't imagine what the rest of the training is like. But I see that a lot on Facebook, and I don't understand how people don't get the simple things that you can be doing to attract people to you rather than to repel them from you. And training like that is what is actually going to keep people around you versus pushing them away from you. That's all I can say. Okay, guys, definitely, stay in tune with us in the back office of our team site. I'm not sure if everybody did you notice that whether everybody here is already on the team site? Oh, you can't see that. I forgot. I didn't have you as a presenter. Just in case, I'm just going to do one more thing, just in case you guys just got the email from our back office and have not been part of the website. What you're going to do is actually just go to teamimpoweru.com, just like it is right there, teamimpoweru.com. You're going to hit enter, and that's going to take you to our site. I'm going to, I think that you can actually request it to be joined from there. I'm not 100% for sure. What we've been doing is actually giving you the invite code, and maybe you can write this down since you're part of the inner circle already. I don't have a problem with it. It's kind of a long thing here, so let me copy to the board, and I'm going to put it on real big here so you guys can see it. That's the link. Make it a little bit smaller because I want you to be able to read it just in one thing here. But that's it right there. So ImpowerU.ning.com/?XGI equals 54. Wow. Lowercase l, capital I, capital X, capital V, ORTHCGYA. Hopefully you can see that right there. If not, check your emails because almost everybody that comes on board gets an email and a welcome from the team. You might have missed it. It might be on your junk file or whatever. Check your spam folders, whatever, because a lot of times when you don't have somebody's email, the spam folders automatically take over, and it might be in there. But your welcome email should be in your. You should have gotten that along with all these other emails. That's how you got here. Just double check. Anyway, that's the wrap for tonight. If you guys are not all in, and you can't get all in, definitely take Greg up on his offer and just take that next step. Not just anything, but literally most of my income has come from things above, from having purchased the things above the inner circle. The inner circle and the normal membership, because I had those, is probably half of my income, but the other half has come because I had the other, the other being all in, basically having all of the products. There's that much more money to be made. You're leaving half the money on the table if you're not upgrading to these products. And now you learn how to drive traffic to your site. You are going to start making sales. There's no reason why you shouldn't just make all the money instead of making just part of the money. Thank you very much for being here. I'm just going to ask this, just to, if you guys like what you saw, can you put your hands up? Maybe say a comment or two before we leave here, just so we know that if you got something out of this training and something that you're gonna not just see it and not just hear it tonight, but actually apply it every day of your life from now on. Because you have to blog every day. That's part of the core commitment. So if you're blogging every day, you have to announce every day, and announcing is what we just showed you how to do today. So if you're, thank you very much, Henry. Thank you very much, Catalina. You guys, if you're Nisi, Shelly, Trent, I'm glad that you got something out of it. If you have any other questions, go ahead and ask them on the forum at the team site. That's what it's there for, and one of us will get to it. Hopefully, as each one of you learn more and more, you're going to be able to be part of the team and actually answer the questions to those people. And just very blessed, very, very, very much feeling just thankful to be part of this team myself. So I'm hoping that all of you guys get something out of this, and until next week. And keep in touch. We haven't decided what we're going to talk about next week, but keep in touch. Oh, there's some. Let me see. I forgot how to do this again. Come on. I don't know why this goes away. I'm trying to see what people are saying, and it just went away again. Well, this is what I'm talking about, technology. You don't have to be the smartest or the sharpest pencil at the desk to be successful, guys. I'm looking all over the place here, and I have no idea how to look at your messages again. And it was on there before, and it just went away on me. So sorry, I can't answer any more questions tonight. But like I said, we'll be here next week, and we look forward to hearing from all you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao, ciao.